Okay, and we are live. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to our listening party for Jupiter Theory of Evolution, their new EP. I'm your host, Jeff DeWitt. If you're wondering what's up with the costume change, well, the thing is, Jupiter is a Hizaki band, or a Hizaki and Teru band from Versailles. So everybody knows that if you're listening to Jupiter, or you're listening to Versailles, or anything related to Versailles, Kamijo, Hizaki, Teru, you want to be looking your best. You want to be dressing your flashiest. So this is what I had on hand. Feel free to join me. Grab your nearest overcoat or classical Renaissance era ballroom dress, and feel free to listen along in style. So, but yeah, so we're listening to Theory of Evolution. There's a link to. If you go to our stream schedule link, which is in the description, you click on the Jupiter stream, you'll find a widget to add it to your Apple Music or buy it on iTunes. So it's pretty short. We're gonna go ahead and listen through it. We may listen to the instrumental versions briefly as well. So just to give a bit of a background, let me pull up our article for this. So I have it. Yeah. So the reason this is kind of an interesting release is that this is Jupiter's first release with their new vocalist, Kuze. He's going by Kuze in all caps in Jupiter, but he's known outside of Jupiter as Kuze Atsushi. He is the former vocalist of Concerto Moon, which was a fairly well-known symphonic metal band. He parted ways with them in January. He also has his own side project. It's a power metal band. I guess Concerto Moon was a power metal band too. But his other band is called Screaming Symphony. And so this is their first release with him as their vocalist. So I'm going to be live reacting to this. I'm going to be letting you guys know, just kind of giving a 3, 2, 1 countdown kind of thing. And I will say that I've listened to this song, I think, once or twice while watching the PV. I don't really remember it a ton, though, so I will be giving a lot of comment even on the leading track, Theory of Evolution, which was what the PV was for. Haven't heard any of the other songs. My initial impression was that it was kind of more... It was a little too generically power metal was my impression. Like for my taste, but I'll give it another. I'll definitely give it another shot. Also, it is their first release with their new vocalist, who is a power metal vocalist. So it's like, I'm not exactly like giving huge points out, like or throwing out penalties for stuff like that. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with Theory of Evolution, off of Theory of Evolution. Pressing play in 3, 2, 1, now. Yeah, so right out the gates, very legendary sounding, kind of like I guess less power metal than than the impression I got the first time. You don't exactly using a lot of well, there's the power metal, but it started out with a lot of choral vocals and stuff like that, I guess is how you would call that. Jeff, you got to let your hair down, let it go wild. I can do that. I guess I could do that. Oh, by the way, as this plays, I should let you know, this is what the donations will look like in the super chat if you super chat us. I picked a fairly appropriate GIF, I think. I know it's from Versailles. I know it's not Jupiter, but come on, come on. Yeah, I'll let the hair down, because then I can like switch it around as I reach out to the camera like this. like asking for it's like I'm asking you for your hand to dance constantly. Um, yeah. So yeah, my impression of this so far is like it's solid. It's got a good energy to it. Uh, it's fairly predictable power metal. I like the symphonic vocals coming in the background. I think that's very impressive. A very impressive atmosphere they throw into it. But when that goes away and it's just the power metal, it's just regular power metal. It's good power. It's good for what it is. It's not my style personally. So, um, yeah. Dutch Universe is reaching for donations. No, don't donate unless you feel like it. But it is an ongoing weekly meme here. The GIF suggestions for the super chats have been getting crazy, more and more ridiculous. So LMC's was Maya and IG swinging on the swings. Um, Now you look like a member of the band. I guess so. These guys are infinitely more talented than me, I would say. Um, but yeah, very nice guitar solo, or like guitar solo building up to a guitar solo. Um, Sorry, I wanted to comment on Kuze's vocals. They're very strong compared to Zin's, I would say. It's a whole different set of tools they're working with now. So um, yeah, this is just a nice guitar duet, you know. Um, the problem that they have is like how you distinguish them further from Versailles to the point where it's not, people don't draw the distinction. I think if they keep like the impactful, powerful, energetic vibe of this, and it's more about like, the epicness as opposed to the romanticness, that might be enough. That might be enough to really finally like, split it away. It'll be interesting. Yeah, I think it's the chorus is solid, but it's where I would say I personally lose a lot of interest because it starts to sound like a lot of other things I've heard. But like if we're evaluating like it in terms of what Jupiter is working with now, they've definitely got you know a pretty impressive vocalist to work with. You know, um, by the way, Jupiter's last EP with Zen was getting very heavy. Zen was using rough vocals and screaming. So if he's still doing it, from what I understand, he's got a solo project going on. So if you were digging the more heavy Jupiter, you may want to check out Zen's solo project whenever that drops. So, um, yeah, this is definitely more of the power metal side, like Asuka said in the chat for sure. So, let me pause real quick. Sorry. Okay, yeah. So that was pretty decent. That's like what you would expect for like the lead for like a promo track for a band, like Jupiter. Um, I would say for me personally, it's a little too dead, but like my personal taste is very like energy fueled. So for me, this was a little too in the middle in terms of like it is powerful. It's a little too there's not enough to get me hooked, I don't think. I don't think it's a bad track by any means. I think if you're a Jupiter fan, if you're a Versailles fan, like I'm sure you're probably pretty satisfied with this. Um, I think it would be in their best interest if they just really lean into the power part of this and the energy part of this and just really flesh it out as much as possible. I think that's probably going to be the best thing that, fully distinguishes them, from any other projects. And yeah, so This song gives me old anime opening vibes, like old dub anime opening vibes. Yeah, I could kind of see that. Yeah, they could use it for. Um, I'm trying to think. I mean, Attack on Titan, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. It's a long ways off. They're using Extra Japan for Attack on Titan right now. So, but they had very orchestral stuff courtesy of Log Horizon. So, but we'll go ahead and move into Bring Me Out. So that this is the second track. Pressing play in 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, we're starting heavy-ish. Some breakdowns and riffs and stuff. Yeah, this is a little bit better. This is not better. This is a little more up my alley. But yeah, nice drumming. Oh, really nice drumming. Nice riffs. Wow, that's really interesting. Oh, the bass. The bass is really good here. I'm not completely sold on the sound of the vocals here. That's the problem with power metal vocals. I feel like is you can like blast it straight the way they're supposed to be done, but then if you try and like bend it or twist it to sound kind of rockery, or put any inflection on it, it seems like a lot of people struggle with that. And it comes out a little throaty, maybe, but yeah. Oh, I'm not the only one, I guess. Mad Funky Heartless says, I don't think I'm digging the vocals. Yeah. I really like the instrumentation they're doing, though. Oh, yeah. But the vocals are like intensely power metal. Um, he seems to be singing quite differently in like a different style than the last one, than in Theory of Evolution. Oh man, those breakdowns, the singing in the background, the orchestral singing. I mean, oof. Ooh, listen to that blazing guitar solo. Oh, Hizaki and Teru on point as always. Oh man, this is the instrumentation is fantastic, man. Yeah, it looks like the chat's with me on this. We're gonna have to check out the instrumentals for sure. See if that strikes us a little bit more, since none of us are feeling the vocals. I don't think. Um, I will say, like, I mean, I would expect it of Jupiter too, but I know like Kamijo singles, the instrumentals are always like perfect on their own. But So I would expect the same from a band with Hizaki and Teru in it. But yeah, the drumming in this is extra kudos for sure, extra kudos for the drumming. Um, Nice jacket, Jeff. Thanks, Asuka. I dressed up because it's I don't know if you missed earlier, but you gotta look flashy. You gotta be wearing something flashy when you're listening to anything from former Versailles members, basically. um, Very nice, very nice. With the little staticky thing in the outro there. Okay, cool. Yeah, that was really good. I think I said all I needed to say right there in the during the track. That was the instrumentation was amazing on that. Like, you can't deny that. Like, this, obviously the talent is just they're getting better and better and better, and they were already so great to begin with. The instrumentalists. I think they'll work out eventually how to bring in the power metals into all this, but the power metal vocals into all this. But in terms of what he was trying to stretch to fit in that track, it was a bit of a stretch, right? But God, everything else was really good. So the chorus doesn't sound too bad, says Mad Pucky Heartless. Yeah, I agree. I think and that was it was a more relaxed, it was more, it was more straightforward. Yeah. Okay, let's listen to Angel's Wings next. And we'll start that in 3, 2, 1, start. Starting out a little less heavy, but still quite heavy. I take it back. We have ourselves some rough vocals on this vocalist. Very nice. Okay, we've got full on growling. Oh, but see, I like this. I like this deep growl. I'm all over this, guys. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is oh man, deep growls straight into the blazing guitar solo. Fantastic drumming. Yeah. This is nice. I guess the growling starts to sound a little strained if you over time, but I would say overall it's pretty solid. I'm into it, yeah. And now we're slowing down. Now we've got a build up to see, this makes more sense, like they went intense and then they built up. The energy's already there, and now we're in a really intense chorus, but he's singing intensely. Power vocals. And now we're doing some more screams. And I like it. Yeah, this is solid. It was pretty solid. Very nice guitar riffs as always. There's like never anything to. What could I add whenever it's Hizuki and Teru playing? It's like it's gonna be good. Yeah, this is nice. It's very good. It's very well done. They're taking advantage of all the energy they built up and be like, all right, now listen to this gold. They have definitely like improved, or they're just like letting out their more, complex compositions now. Like they've definitely improved. This might be the push they need, like the power metal push. If they can get it figured out in the other cases, like this is solid. Like I like this. Ooh, what is that? Very, very distorted. It's like a mute distortion. That was interesting. And he's hitting those high notes with the clean vocals. Oh, listen to that high note he just hit. Wow. Yeah. See that? See, like it's in the right context, and he goes for it. Yeah, perfect. I did. Oh, we've got ourselves a little outro for the EP, I guess, right at the back end of it. Oh, that was good. And now it's like they're calming you down as the as it ends. That's really funny. This is nice. They're just easing you out of just easing you. They're letting you back down. They're letting you back down. This is a very epic outro. Ah, I did not expect a track called Angel's Wings to be like that, but I loved that. That was really good. It was really good for what it was. Um, man, Man, if they had led with that, like if that had been the promo track, this would they would have like maybe they don't want to set standards like super high at the beginning, or maybe they're still consider that more experimental, stuff they're playing around with. But man, that I if they had like taken the risk and made that like the promo track, like they would have hooked a lot of people. Like they would have melted a lot of faces. People would have been really impressed. People maybe that like me that maybe are a little more skeptical usually. Wow, I'm really impressed. I'm really glad. I'm really glad I did this now. And I was like maybe there's more to it on the EP, and it's like yeah, there is. So I'll go ahead and play the instrumentals. I think I'll sort of a little short on time, so I think I'll play. Let's just do the "Bring Me Out" instrumental, and then we can listen to and then you guys let me know in the comments if you like the other instrumentals. Um, as well, I think Theory of Evolution is for what it was. It was pretty solid in terms of the lead track. Angel's Wings is fantastic, but we wanted to know what Bring Me Out sounded like without the vocals because we weren't feeling it on that. So we'll go ahead and do that. So that's track 5. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah, so yeah, what did we say? I think overall our thing was the power metal vocals just didn't quite fit in this case. They were trying to be bent a little bit, so let's just kind of get a general vibe for how it is without the vocals. I think they kicked in around here, so yeah, I already like it better just because I can focus on the violin and the bass. And then the crazy ass like power metal guitars. Yeah, this could be the background music as I conquer nations and build my empire. I'll add that to that playlist. Oh man. Yeah, this is definitely much better without without the vocals. Let me just adjust something here. Yeah. Yeah, I like just kind of focusing on it, even though it's a little weak without the vocals, but I would rather just listen to the instrumentals. Weak in the chorus, I mean. But yeah. Yeah, it's pretty solid. World domination playlist. I'll work on it. I'll work on it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then the guitar solos, as before, are just they're just blazing amazing. Um, yeah, very solid stuff. Very epic. Was that like a synth? Got a little Matsunaru opera going on here in the chorus parts, but yeah, like the instrumentation is phenomenal. The drumming's really impressive. It really builds you up for the Angel's Wings. Um, yeah, very nice. Oh, and then the breakdown hits in on the outro. Very intense, very fun. I'm And then just like a nice hard outro. Do 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 do. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Very good. Very good. I approve. Yeah, so I think just in summary, I would say Theory of Evolution, solid. That one's for the fans. It sounds very Jupiter, very Versailles, somewhere in between there, but with the power metal vocals. So they're there to kind of impress and enhance that sound. It's decent for everybody else. It's decent. It's whatever. It's not really something that would hook me necessarily. Bring Me Out. The power metal vocals really don't fit there, so they really clashed for a lot of us, like me and some of us in the chat. But the instrumental is solid, so the fact that the instrumental version is there is excellent. And then Angel's Wings is an amazing track. It's really solid. The rough growls are great. They get a little strained, need a little more variety, but like otherwise, it's the transition from rough to clean vocals to rough vocals, and then being all power metal vocals the entire time, and then just they complement so well with the guitar solos and duets. Yeah, Angel's Wings really should have been, in my opinion. Though I understand it's a risk, I think it would have been good to take the risk and lead with Angel's Wings. That's great. If we see more of that, they're onto something there for sure. In terms of like the more traditional Jupiter formula, I think it's going to be like an upgrade. Like Theory of Evolution kind of sounds like an upgrade to that, but I think there needs to be a bit more variety in order to make them win more new fans. But they have a lot of existing fans already, so I'm sure they very much appreciate the upgrade to the song, to that kind of song structure. So. Mad Punky Heartless. This usually isn't the type of music I'd go for, but it was nice exploring something new. And Asuka says same. Yeah, same for me as well. I wanted to try something a little new, see how we would do, see how we'd like it. And this is what we've learned, is it's always worth trying something new, because you never know what's hiding in those B-sides. Am I right, guys? So yeah, I think that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. We will have an after hours stream coming up in about 20 minutes. So keep it locked here to VKH Press. And for all other content, you can go to vkh-press.com. Yeah. So thanks. I will see you soon.